wanna touch your life. I wanna be the change. I'm gonna shine my light. I'm gonna make a difference. Touch your life. Be the change. Shine my light. And make a difference. You're the one to make the world a much better place. You're the one. You're touching. You're the one. Touching lives.
Kindness to your community is a quality that should be practiced by everyone. One of the ways in which corporates can show kindness to their community is by engaging in charitable activities. Kindness is about giving and expecting nothing in return. And that is what Airtel Touching Lives has been doing for 6 seasons, improving and changing the lives of many communities in Nigeria. Over the years that Airtel Touching Lives has been running, we have touched the lives of millions of Nigerians and will keep doing so into the future. By showing kindness, Airtel Nigeria has created meaningful relationships with their community, which goes a long way to contributing to Airtel's vision of building a better world. I'm your host, Michelle Dede, and this is Airtel Touching Lives.
Touching lives.
Starting a business is a difficult task, but starting a business that uses innovation that has never been done before can prove to be more challenging. The human ability to engineer, problem solve, create, and invent is the one thing that has had us continue through the millennia. Tonight, we revisit Richard Ogayemi, who started his farming business in 2017, a self-constructed pyramid house for poultry farming, until he was diagnosed with osteoporosis. And in our new story, we visit Ifeanyi Obiojogu, who before venturing into fish farming, worked as a machine operator. After leaving the factory, he became passionate about fish farming and he partnered with a friend who was also in the fish farming business.
Touching lives.
My mom had always wanted me to be an engineer. After leaving home, I worked actually in a farm. In that farm, they rear birds. I started doing my own research, and there was something I came across which really intrigued me. A scientist built a pyramid. He put in rabbits in 2 different cages, a few of them in that pyramid, and another one in a conventional cage. Within 6 weeks, the difference was clear. The one in the pyramid, when they were brought out, they looked as if they were the one who gave birth to the one in the conventional cage. And I said, whoa, Eureka, I think I got something there. Let's give it a try. Myself, a friend of mine, and 3 carpenters worked laboriously for about 2 to 3 weeks, and we got a gigantuan pyramid. As we were covering the tarpaulin, I fell sick for a long time, close to a year. I couldn't walk. The little money I had with me, I had to use it to go to all these laboratories, doing tests, won't get any result.
Airtel will build you a pyramid poultry farm.
Wow!
They'll also supply 5,000 brown layer chickens, ISA brown layer chickens.
Wow!
Airtel will be giving you a ₦1 million educational scholarship for 2 of your children.
Airtel, thank you very much. Thank you.
Touching lives.
Airtel told me that building a pyramid structure like that was no easy task. But where there's a will, there's a way. Let's take a look at how Richard has progressed since he appeared on the show.
Receiving this prize has really changed a lot in my life, in the sense that before now I was doing small business, but Airtel has given me a very big opportunity to go into my poultry business, starting it from scratch all the way up. right now, dealing with 5,000 birds, wow, it's crazy. You can't get that around here, at least not for the next 50 miles around here. Right? So Airtel has really given me that opportunity to do something like that.
When I heard that they were going to give me a scholarship, I was very happy because it could relieve the burden off my parents' neck so that they will be able to provide for us to school. The nomination of prize has affected him even more because when he heard that they were going to do the pyramid, he was very happy. And now that they have done the pyramid, he's happy now, very happy. Airtel Touching Life has changed my father's life and I, because before this place was watery and we could not do any poultry or do anything because this place was watery and my father was sick. But now they have done the pyramid and the place is filled with sand, so we don't have any problem again. They can do the poultry.
As you can see, this is a poultry farm, but a different kind of poultry farm. You don't get it anywhere. It's the first of its kind in Africa. Any live animal that is being bred in here will and can never die. So all the birds that I'm going to be training in here are going to be having good health and very, very massive growth. As you can see, this is the second layer where I do my brooding. As you can see, the lighting is just conducive for the birds to keep them warm once the windows are all closed. So this is the second layer where I want to have my brooding.
Okay, so when I heard of the scholarship, I was very happy, and it also helped to ease the burden of my parents who were struggling to provide for me and my younger brother, and also for themselves as well.
My message to Airtel is to tell them thank you very much for all the things they have done, and we are very grateful and we hope to see more.
To Airtel, I want to see a very, very big thank you for rolling out this kind of program to alleviate the problems of a whole lot of communities, entrepreneurs, and family, bringing them out of the doldrums of poverty. I want to say thank you. Continue doing such, and God will continue to bless you.
The one thing we can say for sure is that Richards is determined to build his business, and that structure looks absolutely incredible. This is why revisits are one of my favorite parts of the show. Don't go away, because right after the break, we'll take a look at how Ifeanyi has built his fish farming business from nothing and how he is involved in helping others build their fish farms too. To join the conversation and interact with tonight's show, you can visit our social media handles. You'll find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Touching lives.
Welcome back. Before venturing into fish farming, Ifeanyi Obiojogu worked as a machine operator for 4 years. After leaving the factory, he became passionate about the fish farming business, and he partnered with a friend who was also in the same business. He produces and sells fingerlings and post fingerlings. Ifeanyi is a self-taught fish farmer and learned what he needed to know to grow and manage his fish farming business after getting a few lessons from an angel fish farmer. Let's take a look at his story.
Animals, to me, I don't treat them like animals. I take them more of like, myself. I would say it's easier to react, with animals than humans, because when you have an animal can trust you. Yeah, you can actually build that bond, that trust, and once an animal trusts you, it trusts you. There's no me without you. Those were the words that you told me. Your words were sweet and tender. Back in the days when you loved me, but you changed without. My name is Ifeanyi Obiojogu, aka Born Star. As long as I can remember, at a very tender age, I had this great passion for animals, you understand? Birds, rabbits, dogs, all kinds of animals, and I also have this feel for aquatic animals. have 2 kids. As a matter of fact, the mom might get jealous, but they are closer to me. They like animals just as much as I do, so I think I got that from my dad.
This my son is very small. They did not learn much from their father, but what is in blood is in blood.
My dad was sick for 9 years,
And he was carrying, especially this Ifanye was carrying daddy. Me, if I did not bath him, it would help me to bath him. It was difficult. We sell all things we have, motor, everything, because of the treatment.
I had no choice but to support the family. So I decided, I had a friend then that was into this fish thing. I said, I no longer want to work in the factory. I just want to work for myself. At least there's something I have passion for. Let me go into that. Went here and there, met all kinds of people. People referred me to other experts and, people that were good that would say they studied this, fishery. And they gave me their own advice. So I started here. And when I started, I think the first set I did was thumbs up for me. I said, wow. But later on, we started having difficulties with spawn that is hatching, and after a while, the mortality is actually much.
That time, water giving problem, giving this, I would inside my room, I would be crying. Say, God, this boy, go and look for a job. He said no, that this is what he will do.
So most people blame it on weather, most people blame it on the kind of fish. Most people just say it's seasonal and stuff like that. So it went on and on like that. And I kept making research, going from one place to another.
How the fish is dying, how this, but he keep on trying. He keep on trying. Even if I want to discourage him, he say, no, mommy, I will do that.
So a time came I was frustrated, really frustrated. I was tired. Now, as at this point, I was thinking of which animal do I go into. I think this aquatic thing is really difficult. I slept that night. I had a dream. And in my dream, I saw some other younger lady, she was washing. And she said, oh, that stuff, you've not faced anything now. That is just small thing that you are facing now. Other people at the other side, they face worse trials. And I said, so what's the solution? And she said, salt. I went in search. I Googled certain things and I now understood that aquatic is different from terrestrial. Now, in water, you have, apart from pH, there's nitrate, there's nitrate, there's ammonia. Your water could have bacteria, less oxygen. It depends on, most times, climatic conditions and stuff like that. Rainy season has its own, dry season has its own. So I got the test kit and I began to test. I just keep learning, and I am also willing to learn more things because now I don't know, but I just have that drive. I don't just wake up and say, no, I just have that drive. It just keeps driving me. So I can't stop learning. I can't stop learning. I paint and I also cut hair with designs. I sing. I was thinking I could stop here. But with this, some other things have been flared up inside of you that pushes you because you have a dream. Knowledge shouldn't just die with me. Whatsoever I have shouldn't just go down with me. It should move from me to some other people. And the people I have trained too, I tend to make them understand this shouldn't just remain with you.
I'm already fun torí kò sí one or two things tí a bá àṣepè pé senior bye bye ni everything lọ ó lè yọ kó òun bọ̀ ń pọ́ǹdì wa á dẹ̀ yọjú tí ó bá nira nítorí òun náà máa ń busy ó lè ti ṣiṣẹ́ lẹ́yìn ìgbà jẹ́ pé ọwọ́ ẹ̀ máa kún á sọ pé òun máa ṣáà wà ní time báyìí á dẹ̀ wà á yọjú sí wa á enlight wa ní one or two things tàwa dẹ̀ ṣe bóyá sọ ó dẹ̀ máa right lóòótọ́ àfilẹ̀ nígbà kọ̀ọ̀kan òun náà ò dẹ̀ fi wálẹ̀.
I have actually trained few people. I would say I have a purpose. Because I have tend to understand something. You might have so much capacity in you, so much fire in you. But when there is no source or means of help, the fire remains there. So sometimes you can't even tell how much you can do until you get help.
Yeah, I'll be happy with him once his business grow more than the way it is now, because once he's growing, I'm growing too.
When you get help and you get things that you need available, then you tend to understand that you can go even deeper, wider, longer, higher than you actually visualize. The sky will be your starting point.
What a multi-talented individual. Stay with us because after the break, we will be speaking to Ifeanyi Obi-Ojogu about his fish farming journey and also discuss his passion for music. Don't go away, we'll be right back. To join the conversation and interact with tonight's show, you can visit our social media handles. You'll find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Touching lives.
Welcome back to Airtel Touching Lives. Joining us in the studio right now, we have Ifeanyi Obi-Ojogu from Born Fish Farms. Good evening and welcome, Ifeanyi.
Yeah, thank you very much.
How are you?
I'm fine, I'm pretty good.
You're a multi-talented individual, fish farming, lover of music, lover of animals. Which do you prefer the most?
Which do I prefer the most? I think I prefer all.
All, okay.
Yeah, it's like a full package in one body.
Yeah, okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I like the sound of that.
It's a full package
So
in
you
one
love
body.
each of them equally?
Yes.
Okay. And can you tell us about fish farming? We've seen why it is that you got into it,
Okay.
but how challenging is it in Nigeria to be a fish farmer? Or how easy is it?
Okay, let me talk about the challenging part of it. Like we all know, finance, the capital that gets involved into it. Because if you are able to get finance, then every other thing becomes easy. Getting a space and being a concrete pond or a wooden tarpaulin pond or whatsoever, earthen pond, getting finance makes it actually easy. You can pay an agent or pay people to help you get a space. You understand? Okay. Yes. Now, and apart from the prices of things that are actually skyrocketed, every other thing is actually easy. Apart from like what I do, the kind of fish farming I do, I spawn, like I produce from the scratch, which is a little bit difficult, but it's not like when I started. Okay. Now I can actually do some things without, and if you don't know about fish farming, you would actually think it's easy.
I see.
Yes, because I don't strain myself like when I used to.
Because you know a lot more now.
I know a lot more.
As we saw
I know
in the
when
video.
to apply certain things. I know when not to.
When not to.
Yes, I have come to understand the weather. I've come to understand the fish, especially claras. We have hybrids. We have different kinds of claras. So when
claras is a type of fish?
Yes, the type of fish, catfish. You understand?
It's a
And
type
we
of
have
catfish.
hybrids. Yes,
Okay.
also catfish, but a different kind.
Okay.
So you might not know. You might just look at them and say, "All are catfish."
Yes, which is what I would think.
Yeah,
I didn't
so,
know that there were different kinds of catfish.
Getting a different kind of clara makes me understand, okay, this is what I need to do. This kind of fish cannot tolerate certain water. Yeah, hybrids tolerate certain
types
water,
of
yes.
water.
Even when your water has ammonia, hybrids can still manage it. But some other claras can't manage it. And you get to know, okay, I need to boost my pH up from this level to this level when they are so age, like from age 1 to 3-4 weeks.
You talk about it with so much passion.
Yeah.
You really do.
Yeah.
You're very passionate about what you do,
Yeah,
and it's beautiful to see.
So you get to know, okay, when do I reduce or add? You understand? So to me, I feel it's all about the energy that is inside, that makes certain things look easy before you.
And let me ask you this. What's your dream as far as your fish farming business? Where would you like to see it in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years from now?
Okay, 1, taking over the market.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very
taking
ambitious.
Over the market. Yeah. Taking over the market, getting people to teach people and involve, most especially the youths. And because fish farming as a whole, but let me talk about fish farming. Fish farming is very lucrative. You understand? Yes. Now it's less stress because most times you just get to work in the morning before the sun comes out. And in the afternoon, all you need to do is just feed and leave.
And leave them.
Yes. Then in the evening, the sun is down, then you do some other things that you can do. Okay, my own part that I spawn, I have much work in the morning. In the afternoon, I'm free. In the evening, from 4, 5, 6, I need to extract, their waste from the pond. Yes, because, well, I don't know, you might not understand this here. So, to me, fish farming, the next 2-3 years, I just want to take over the market.
Well, hopefully we will be able to help you do so. Through Airtel Touching Lives.
Most definitely. Touching lives touches life.
It does.
Yes,
it does. And we're planning to touch yours today.
Thank you.
Because Airtel is all about giving, we would like to contribute to your business, Ifeanyi, with 1 set of solar panels inverters. We'd also be building a storage room, 1 oven for fish drying, and chemicals for fish preservation. I can see you're excited. How do you feel?
I feel woo!
Okay.
I feel good.
Okay. I like that. The singing came out there, the singing. But that's not all. We have 1 set of tarpaulin, angles, equipment, 60 bolts and nuts, and 12 eki wood. Now this is specialized wood that's used for fish farming. It's impenetrable by most nails and also is extremely waterproof. How do you feel, Ifeanyi? I like that.
I feel good.
Thank you. It's been great having you on the show, Ifeanyi, and we will definitely be catching up with you next time to see how far you've gone with your business as well as with your music too.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
I'm grateful.
Next week, we dedicate the episode to Ernest Nwokolo, who was a successful businessman that ran an electrical fitting shop. Ernest discovered he was diabetic, and this wreaked havoc on his personal life since 2018. Shortly after Ernest appeared on the show, he passed away. However, Airtel Touching Lives continued to support his family to ensure that what Ernest wanted was still delivered to them. And in our new story, adolescent girls in low-income communities often face the challenge of lack of access to menstrual products. Without proper sanitary supplies, they may resort to using newspapers, dirty rags, and even leaves to manage their periods. The combination of period poverty, stigmatization, and inadequate reproductive and sexual health education has major consequences for girls' well-being. It also prevents girls from staying in school and thereby ending their education.
Touching lives. I wanna touch your life. I wanna be the change. I'm gonna shine my light. I'm gonna make a difference. Touch your life. Be the change. Shine my light and make a difference. You're the one to make the world a much better place. You're the one. You're the one. Touching lives.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.